America's Pop Culture Trivia Show.
Check it out.
America's Pop Culture Trivia Show. With Joe Parisi.
This is our 217th episode of America's Pop Culture Trivia Show. Welcome into the program. My name is Joe Parisi, and what I like to do is remind you of all kinds of fun things you forgot about from the past. Songs, albums, TV shows, actors, toys, video games, you name it. I've got 3 fast-paced rounds of pop culture trivia that are going to help me do that today. 7 questions in each round with just 5 seconds between those questions for you to think of the answers. Your first round today is going to be music. Then we'll do a mixed round for round number 2. Finish up with a television round for round 3. Thank you for being here. Good luck. Now let's play.
Round 1.
Round 1, question 1. Here's to the past. They can kiss my glass. I hope she's happy with him. Here's to the girl who wrecked my world. That angel that did me in. What country artist had a hit song back in 2002 with a song called Broken Heartsville? Question 2. There are 5 members of the Backstreet Boys. Tell me the name of the one that is missing from this list. Nick, AJ, Brian, Kevin, and who? Question 3. A famous Pearl Jam song from 1993 that includes the lyrics, breakfast table in an otherwise empty room. Name the song. Question number 4. According to lyrics sung by Billy Joel in his song Piano Man, what is the name of the person who remains in the Navy? Question 5. Head like a hole, black as your soul. I'd rather die than give you control. What band gave us a song in 1989 with these lyrics? Question 6. What is the name of the song from AC/DC that begins with these lyrics? I'm a rollin' thunder, pouring rain. I'm coming on like a hurricane. What song is that? Question 7. From their album Nervous Night, name the band that gave us the 1985 song, And We Danced. That's going to do it for round number 1. Let's check your answers on these first 7, see how you did. Question 1, here's to the past, they can kiss my glass. I hope she's happy with him. Here's to the girl who wrecked my world, that angel that did me in. What country artist had a hit back in 2002 with a song called Broken Heartsville? That is Joe Nichols. Question 2. There are 5 members of the Backstreet Boys. Tell me which one is missing from this list. Nick, AJ, Brian, Kevin, and Howie Duro, who I feel like has always gotten the least amount of attention, for better or for worse. Question 3. A famous Pearl Jam song from 1993 that includes these lyrics. Breakfast table in an otherwise empty room. What song is that from? Daughter. Question 4. According to the lyrics sung by Billy Joel in his song Piano Man, what is the name of the person who remains in the Navy? Davy. Question 5. Head like a hole, black as your soul. I'd rather die than give you control. What band gave us a song in 1989 with these lyrics? 9 Inch Nails. Question 6. What is the name of the song from AC/DC that begins with these lyrics? I'm a rollin' thunder, pouring rain. I'm coming on like a hurricane. Hell's Bells. And question 7, this was a tough one. From their album Nervous Night, name the band that gave us the 1985 song And We Danced. The answer is The Hooters. The guitarist on that song, And We Danced, is the guy who wrote Joan Osborne's big hit, One of Us. Little fun fact there.
Round 2.
Round 2 today is a mixed round. Going to bounce around to a couple different topics here. Question number 1. Born in 1959, this television personality is associated with several catchphrases, including BAM and Kick It Up a Notch. Name the TV personality. Question number 2. The My Pet Monster toy series spawned an animated TV series that ran for just one season. Greatest toy ever, the My Pet Monster, with the handcuffs. This show debuted on television in what year? Question 3. In the 1988 movie Big, starring Tom Hanks, the fortune teller machine has a name. The name begins with the letter Z. What is the name of that fortune teller machine? Question 4. In the 1989 baseball comedy Major League, what is the name of the player who practices some sort of voodoo and keeps a figure called Joe Boo in his locker that he prays to? You can give me either the first or last name of the player. Question 5. Willard Scott became a famous weatherman who appeared for years on The Today Show. Back in 1963, he was the first person to portray a corporate mascot that would go on to become incredibly famous. What corporate mascot did Willard Scott play back in the 1960s? Question 6. In 1986, Paul Simon's song, You Can Call Me Al, featured a music video where Paul Simon is in a room with an actor, and the actor lip syncs all of Paul's lyrics. Name the actor that stars in the music video alongside Paul Simon. Question number 7. The late, great Catherine O'Hara played Kevin McAllister's mom in the Home Alone films. What was her character's first name? That's going to do it for round number 2. Let's check your next 7 answers. Question 1. Born in 1959, this television personality is associated with several catchphrases, including BAM and Kick It Up a Notch. Name the TV personality. Emeril Lagasse. His first hosting gig on the Food Network was from 1993 to 95, a show you may recall called How to Boil Water. It was a show focused on very, very basic recipes for people with little to no cooking experience, and took off from there. Question 2. The My Pet Monster toy series spawned an animated TV series that ran for just one season. This debuted on TV in what year? You got to think back to when you or a sibling or a friend got the My Pet Monster. The answer is 1987. It debuted in September 87. The 13th and final episode aired in December of 87. And I've read that the voice cast from that My Pet Monster animated show basically then all moved over when they created the Beetlejuice animated series in 1989. So it's like most of the same people doing those voices. Question 3. In the 1988 movie Big, starring Tom Hanks, the fortune teller machine has a name. The name begins with the letter Z. What is the name of that machine? The answer is Zoltar Speaks. If you just said Zoltar, give yourself the point. The actual screen-used Zoltar Speaks machine is still in existence. It is on display in Los Angeles at a place called the Gary Marshall Theater. Used to be called the Falcon Theater, but they just apparently have it there in the lobby. You can see pictures of it online, the actual one from the movie. One of the coolest movie props of all time. Question number 4. In the 1989 baseball comedy Major League, what is the name of the player who practices some sort of voodoo and keeps a figure called Joe Boo that he prays to in his locker? And I said I would accept either the player's first or last name. The answer is Pedro Serrano. Question number 5. Willard Scott became a famous weatherman who appeared for years on The Today Show. Back in 1963, he was the first person to portray a corporate mascot that would go on to become incredibly famous. What corporate mascot did Willard Scott play back in the 60s? Ronald McDonald. Kind of a neat story. Bozo the Clown, you know Bozo the Clown, that was like a franchised deal. So like every TV market had their own Bozo the Clown and they made their own shows. Willard Scott was playing Bozo the Clown on some, local or regional TV program, whatever town he was living in. And the McDonald's restaurants in his area, there's like 5 of them, would hire him as Bozo to come do appearances at their stores. And these appearances were so popular, they'd have, lines wrapped around the building, people there to see Bozo. The show got canceled. The show he was doing as Bozo got canceled. So McDonald's is like, well, shoot, that worked out really well for us. What if we just came up with a different clown character and had you play that, and you'd be like exclusive to McDonald's? Because they couldn't do Bozo because somebody owned the rights. So bingo, here we go. Ronald McDonald was born. And that's kind of the abbreviated story of Ronald McDonald. Question 6. In 1986, Paul Simon's song You Can Call Me Al featured a video where Paul Simon is in a room with an actor. The actor lip syncs all of Paul's lyrics. What's the name of the actor that stars in that music video alongside Paul Simon? Chevy Chase. And question 7, the late great Catherine O'Hara played Kevin McAllister's mom in the Home Alone films. The question is, what was her character's first name? Kate.
Round 3.
Our third and final round today is a television round. Question number 1. Post Cheers. Ted Danson starred in a TV series for CBS that ran for a total of 129 episodes. Set in the Bronx, Ted plays the show's title character, a doctor who operates a small practice and is constantly annoyed by his patients, co-workers, and friends. What was the name of this show? Question number 2. After debuting on MTV in 2009, the reality series Jersey Shore became a massive success. There was one particular female cast member who left the show after season 2. One of the things that led to her eviction from the house was that she refused to work in the t-shirt shop. She'd make a few cameos later on, but was no longer a regular following the second season. What was this cast member's first name? Question 3. The Sinbad Show starred comedian Sinbad, and it premiered in September 1993. On that show, who played the part of David Bryan? Question 4. Name the actor who played Will on Will and Grace. Question 5. This supernatural horror sci-fi mystery series ran from 1991 to 1993. It's about a teenager named Marshall Teller whose family moves to a desolate town in Indiana. He meets some new people there, and over the course of the series, they're faced with bizarre scenarios, like discovering a sinister group of intelligent dogs planning on taking over the world. Around episode 14, actor James Marsden was added to the show's cast as a character named Dash X. What was the name of this show? Question 6. Barth's Burgers was a place kids on this show would go to eat. It was run by Barth, a chain-smoking, unpleasant, disgusting cook. Name the show. And question number 7. This actress starred as Molly on the TV series Mike and Molly, which ran from 2010 to 2016. Name the actress. That's going to do it for round number 3. If you're not following along with my adventures online, this is your subtle reminder. You can do so. Instagram, TikTok, at Joe Parisi VO. I'm on Facebook, and my website is joeparisivoiceover.com. Answers. Here we go. Question 1. Post Cheers, Ted Danson starred in a TV series for CBS that ran for a total of 129 episodes. Set in the Bronx, Ted plays the show's title character, a doctor who operates a small practice and is constantly annoyed by his patients, co-workers, and friends. What is the name of this show? Becker. Question number 2. After debuting on MTV in 2009, the reality series Jersey Shore became a massive success. There was one particular female cast member who left the show after season 2. One of the things that led to her eviction from the house was that she refused to work in the t-shirt shop. She'd make a few cameos later on, but was no longer a regular following the second season. What was this cast member's first name? Angelina. Question 3. The Sinbad Show starred comedian Sinbad, and it premiered September 1993. The question is, on that show, who played the part of David Bryan? The answer might surprise you, kind of a trick question. The answer is Sinbad. So they called it The Sinbad Show, but on the show, he played a character named David Bryan. The late T.K. Carter was also on that show. Question number 4. Name the actor who played Will on Will and Grace. Eric McCormick. Question 5. This supernatural horror sci-fi mystery series ran from 1991 to 1993. It's about a teenager named Marshall Teller whose family moves to a desolate town in Indiana. He meets some new people there, and over the course of the series, they're faced with some bizarre scenarios, including discovering a sinister group of intelligent dogs that are planning on taking over the world. Around episode number 14, actor James Marsden was added to the show's cast as a character named Dash X. What is the name of this show? Erie, Indiana. Question 6. Barth's Burgers was a place kids on this show would go to eat. It was run by Barth, a chain-smoking, unpleasant, disgusting cook. Name the show. You can't do that on television. As a kid, I always thought his name was Barf, but Barth, like short for Bartholomew. And question 7, this actress starred as Molly on the TV series Mike and Molly, which ran from 2010 to 2016. Name the actress. That is the wonderful Melissa McCarthy from Bridesmaids. You just completed episode 217 of America's Pop Culture Trivia Show. My name is Joe Parisi. If you are into these fun, quirky pop culture topics, check out the other podcast that I host, available everywhere. It's called The Odd Podcast with Joe Parisi. Each episode, a deep dive on one particular topic. Maybe it's a song from the 90s. Maybe it's a TV show from the 80s. A movie, a character actor. You get the point. The Odd Podcast with Joe Parisi. Again, you can follow me everywhere at Joe Parisi VO. Thank you again for listening. Talk to you soon.
America's Pop Culture Trivia Show with Joe Parisi.